want to welcome everybody to the License to Ball podcast. Got on deck, we got the basketball preseason catch-up on deck, man. We got Kyle Randall joining the show today, man. He's going to be hitting us up. We got some pretty good stuff going on, man. Catch up on stuff we're going to be catching up on. Y'all going to be catching up on, man. We got AJ, the number one player in the country. Talk about his deal, his multi-million-dollar deal. Got the Boozer twins committing. Talk about that. Break that down. The new floor of the University of Kentucky. That's lit, man. That's literally, I got a lot to say about that, man. I got a lot to say about that. And then St. John's beating a top 25 team. And I know it's preseason, but I got a lot to talk about that too as well, man. And Illinois being snubbed in preseason top 25, man. And new rosters on that. So that's what we got going on today, man. And we've been gone for about a week and a half, but we got another one for you, man. This one should be a banger. A lot of high content. They're going to be one of the hottest rated shows we had in a long time, man. I can see that coming on that. But further delay, we're going to introduce, let me turn down this volume a little bit. I can hear myself in the background a little bit too much. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and cue up and bring in the introduction for Kyle Randall.
So I don't get fined. So y'all can sit here and ask me all the questions y'all want to. I'm going to answer with the same answer, so y'all can shoot if y'all please. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined.
What's going on, Kyle?
How you doing, hip hop?
I'm doing good, man. Can't complain. Going in there, man. Just that camera for me a little bit, man. Bring it down a little bit for me. There you go. What's new with you?
Nothing much. Just been, trying to focus on more things internally. Mentally, spiritually, trying to get myself together. Develop my schedule for the season coming up here. Got a big time JUCO team I'm going to see here within the next week or two to start off the season. So, just getting ready to tip off this season and trying to make sure I'm right mentally and spiritually before I get to the grind. In this business, it's a lot of late nights and early mornings when you're trying to find out news and trying to create content. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm right internally first.
That make a lot of sense to me. And so what we're going to do now, we're going to go right into AJ, man. His deal. There we go. We're going to talk about him, man. They said his deal's like reportedly like worth like $7 million and up. What's your take on that? Oh, I lost you.
You still got me
I don't know
there?
where Kyle went. We lost Kyle, y'all.
You still got me there?
Yeah, I see you now. Yeah, we lost you for a second. So yeah, we just saying, man, this deal with AJ, $7 million and up reportedly, and they saying the leader in that is BYU because they got all that church money on that, man. So what's your take on this?
Okay, so just so the high school basketball world know, as I come back into the basketball scene, I'm still gaining more and more knowledge. So I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm the most knowledgeable person. But what I can say is he recently took visits to Kansas State and BYU. And so in terms of what I feel BYU is most likely a top 2 program on where he will end up. If you take a look at J.J. Mandaquit, he plays for Utah Prep with A.J. Dybantsa, so I'm not sure if they're trying to put together a package deal. They both actually play for the USA team, so it's going to be interesting. J.J. Mandaquit is the point guard for Utah Prep, and Dybantsa is the number 1 player in the country. So just seeing where AJ Dybantsa could end up. I think BYU will end up being a top 2 school, and it's going to come down to I believe it's going to come down to um, being able to play in a great conference and being able to recuperate the to actually bring in the right amount of funds NIL wise. When I look at the schools that's in this top, it looks like it's going to come down to NIL. Kansas State, they're a team that competes for the Sweet 16, but they've never been a team that has competed for the Final Four. So with that being said, I don't think it's going to come down to where he can compete for a national title at. I think it's going to come down to the money, being completely honest.
It's funny you say that because Kansas stole our man from Illinois. Man, what's the guy? Coleman Hawkins. I don't know why I forgot his name for a second. Coleman Hawkins, he reported he signed for $1 million deal to go to Kansas State. So that's kind of making sense. Kansas really throwing some money out.
$2 million.
I can't hear nothing you saying, me. See, what you say now?
Yeah, Coleman Hawkins is planning to get $2 million at Kansas State.
Oh, my fault. So they throwing some money around. I don't know where the money coming from, but they throwing some money around. And like one of the things they doing now with the money is they doing NIL tournaments at the beginning of the season to fundraise to play these players. I don't know if you heard about that. They got them in Vegas.
Hip hop.
Yep.
Hip hop.
Yeah, I can hear you.
You cutting out very badly.
Oh, okay. I think that's the cell phone connection, but I can hear you good and I can hear myself good through here. So it's probably from the cell phone connection on that. But me ask you this, how you feel about players getting paid this kind of money and this large amount of money? Actually, more money than some players in the league minimum. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm making sure I get in a better connection area.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you clearer now.
All right, that's what. But no, what I was saying is, how do you feel about these players, the top-ranked players, getting this much money in college? Again, making more than league minimum, man. I was saying, how you feel about that?
You said.
Mm-hmm.
You said, how do I feel about these players getting prime time money?
Yep.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
I mean, I honestly, I'm not against it. What I can say is this. I'm not sure if you know who Inky Johnson is. Do you know who Inky Johnson is?
No, I don't.
He played college football at Tennessee. He got paralyzed and his arm is very he basically has a very vulnerable arm now. His arm is he got paralyzed. So Inky Johnson, he gives motivational speeches. What I can say is, if you look back, see hip hop, you and I, we are a part of the mixtape era when it first began. When the mixtape era first started, we are a part of that era. I'm blessed to say that I am a part of the beginning of the mixtape era back in 2010, 20 through 2013, 2009 through 2013. With that